One of the most picturesque campuses in all of the country, Oxford, Ohio, Fred C. Yeager Stadium. It's the Akron Zips and the Miami University Red Hawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Zips head coach told me pregame, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So Miami, Ohio's offense will come out first. And here's the guy they want. This senior running back found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's talk about the Red Hawks. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a three-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fakes to grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Motion from the back. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Might be calling a hot route. Tries to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Booster.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
And the Red Hawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Powers forward. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Here's a heat. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gant. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the grab in their space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Running inside, it's Gant. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Gant. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And how about this drive? Like this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Zips. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The run from the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Ready? 180. Go, go!
Wants to go right back downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after solid return on the pick. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Off play action. Over the middle, it's Williams. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Gant. There's a little room there. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Akron!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Hawks will try to move the chains on 4th down.
Ready. Go, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Gant. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Let's go.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's Washington in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this 2nd half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in Oxford. What a 1st half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weed Eubank Way.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, the Akron head coach told me at the half his running back was expected to have a big day today, and he has. He has got over 100 yards rushing in the 1st half alone. He has been so energetic, cutting hard, running hard, and getting a lot of yards after contact. We'll see if he can keep it up and be physical in the 3rd quarter against a very good defense. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Blue 22, blue 20, go, go.
Back to pass. Fires toward the target. That's reeled in. It's Gant. At the 20, he's got space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his option.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Unleashes one. Looking for the goal line. Snowed under by the defense.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Red Hawks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And, man, this home crowd.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pulls and fires complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Keeps it himself. Got a little ball is loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
And you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Zips ready to go on offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this all.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's brought down a short return to the... Comes out on top with a pick. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gant. Powers through the defender. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps...
And the quarterback will be slung down back up at 43. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Gant. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Miami University sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to...
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they... for a safety.
And that's how a defense ices the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but they know if they can get a big play here, a turnover, anything, that this game can be over, and they get the safety. They pad their lead, 2 extra points, guys. This one feels done.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a second and long. The short hands, it's Burris. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Oh, what a move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. On the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Zips decide to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
The Red Hawks want to move quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Miami! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Zips will punt this one away. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Redhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure will get... The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Red Hawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And what a big third down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like, what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge fourth down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Quarterback making checks. The snap sets up the throw. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Touchdown, Red Hawks. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Snap in the shotgun. It's caught. The 2-point try is good, and now it's a 3-point game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Akron offense ready to set up shop. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a deep grab. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team's incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know